The spirit of Casual Commander, with a K, is to build for fun but play to win. It is all about grace, style, and finesse. The key today being grace. For today we are discussing two fairly identical cards, but where they differ shines a light on what we'd like to see more of and less of in a playgroup. Today we're going over two non-basics that remove non-basics, those being Wasteland and Tectonic Edge. Starting with the similarities, both are non-basics which tap for 1, and though their cost differs, can also be sacrificed to destroy a non-basic land. The biggest difference being that Tectonic Edge cannot be used unless the opponent controls 4 or more lands, meaning they cannot be set back before they've hit their 4th land drop, whereas Wasteland can be used on turn 1, and in a competitive space that is both valuable and a cunning, albeit cutthroat tactic. This is why we said grace was the important pillar of today's episode, because for the most part, there is almost never a reason to break something like a command tower. What you'll want to hit is something far more powerful, and even if someone does drop an Urborg turn 1 and a Coffers turn 2, it, like most effects, Field of the Dead also comes to mind, doesn't even pop off until they have 5+ lands. Heck, prior to your 4th land drop, I think Cabal Coffers and Urborg. I think Cabal Coffers and Urborg only taps for 3 on turn 3, if that's all you have in play. Coffers, Urborg, and a different land. Meaning most degenerate land-based strategies aren't even active before the 6th or 7th land drop. This is why we highly recommend practicing mindfulness in Casual Commander. Be aware of your and your opponent's cards, both in the field and in their decks, the kinds of cards they're playing. It takes a lot of knowledge, experience, and self-control to choose something that is considerably suboptimal, since Wasteland is the same effect with no drawback or no stipulation. But the stipulation is necessary not only to inhibit what we could only describe as degenerate play, but because these drawbacks and these flaws are built into the very design of Magic itself. And resisting this idea is what makes a deck oppressive. For example, a Gitrog Frog deck playing a Wasteland is going to be far more oppressive than a Gitrog Frog deck playing a Tectonic Edge. Because the Gitrog Frog deck can Wasteland you over and over, and there's no real drawback. The Tectonic Edge version cannot do that because after a certain point, yes, you also have to pay for it, but after a certain point, you've broken so many lands you can't take any more away. The card does not let you, which is a design that we feel is very, very, very good for a format like Commander specifically, where there are many lands that are worth destroying, straight up. Many non-basics that are very valuable to hit, to target, to get rid of. But like if you're just hitting duels to knock someone off color fixing, again, while effective, is kind of rude and really hurtful for the other player. Something I want you to keep in mind is that the key to all of this is to build community. And there are just certain things that you can do to someone that will ensure that they will not come back to play again. And Tech Edge, in our opinion, is a phenomenal way to avoid that problem. Let us know if you agreed or disagreed with this rant in the comments below. And that's all we've got for you. See you all next time. We've been your illustrious host, the Rude Kaiser. If you're seeing this, then by royal decree your curse is lifted. Now go and shine.